Oi, 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 I'm Deathstroke. As you can see, I'm not wearing my mask, not only to give my actor screen time, but also to show off my voluptuous hair. Look at my curly bangs. Don't I look like a tween boy hot throb from a boy band who will inevitably have his own solo career and be the more popular one, but not popular overall in general? That's me, Deathstroke. I got rid of Oliver Queen 15 years ago, and it was conveniently half of the amount of time that this alternate future is away from the present. 30 years, cause it's 2046. But then there was a new arrow in the midst, and his name was Connor Hawk. And he's not the Connor Hawk that you were thinking of. No, you kept thinking it was that little pretty boy, didn't ya? Well, it wasn't. It was John Diggo's son. The son that he has not had yet. Because instead, he has a daughter. A daughter that you never saw in this episode. Which is a big glaring omission. You kept thinking, well, if we know what happened to his son, even though we never saw he had a son, so this probably happens later in the show, then why the fuck do we not know what happened to his daughter? John Diggle's daughter. All we know is what happened to Oliver Queen, because that was me, Deathstroke. And that's the only omission I can think of. I could not think of any other mystery that you would be thinking of in this future. Are you sure? Yes, Daddy, I'm sure. There's nothing else to talk about. That's it. Fuck you! Daddy, why are you being such a hard ass? Because you forgot to talk about me. Why? I already talked about you in the episode. I told them that I exacted revenge on Oliver Queen because of what he did to you. And plus, the White Canary also talked about you and how much you are a jackass. Yes, I know about that. I appreciate it. But I'm talking about what happened to me later. You didn't even bother talking to them on the Legends of Tomorrow. What the fuck happened to me? If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't exist. You see, the last time these people saw me was in a prison in the middle of an island. That's the last time they saw me. So now they're probably thinking, wait a minute, in the future he has a kid? But in your show, you mentioned that you already had a kid. Yes, I was talking about Jericho. What with his magical flute or whatever instrument that is. Him. You, on the other hand, I never mentioned, which means that you might also not be conceived until after Arrow the series chronologically. Oh, that's how we're doing it then. So that means that I'm the little brother of Jericho instead of the other way around. Yes, it's much like Cyclops and Havoc, except we actually see both Cyclops and Havoc. With you, on the other hand, we only see you, but never Jericho. And we also don't see my sister, Ravager. Where the fuck is she in all this? Oh, fuck if I know. Oh, for all I know, she probably doesn't even exist. I think Summer Glau probably replaced her. But not technically speaking, just in the matter of roles. Well, clearly you're still alive because you're talking to me right now. Oh, you bloomin' idiot! This video is not canon! This video has nothing to do with the continuity of Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. This is just some YouTube video. It's not a proper explanation as to what happened to me in the future. Well, it seems apparent that they only were interested in bringing me back because that's a common thing to do for future stories that take place in the future, to always do stuff about the son of the hero. And that's why you have me, because I'm the son of you. But they were only interested in that aspect of Deathstroke. The fact that he's a generational character, and not by the fact that they would have to use you again. Well said, Slade. And I can't believe that! They stopped giving a shit about me as soon as it was apparent I'd probably be in Suicide Squad. By the way, there's still no evidence that I'm going to be in the Suicide Squad. That's still not confirmed. That's still probably not going to happen. Hey, that's not my problem, because I got to be in the episode and that was fine. That was enough for me. Yeah, but you got taken down really easily. That was not much of a climax at all. Oi, just because they knocked me out doesn't mean I'm dead yet. I could still return. Oh, really? Well, guess what? This is supposed to be an alternate future, which means that as soon as the Legends of Tomorrow leave this future and go back to the present inevitably, that means this timeline will be erased and we will cease to exist. Oh God. Well, that doesn't mean that you couldn't still have me in the future. Yeah, but maybe in the future I have Ravager instead of you. Oh my God. You mean that Ravager might be a gender-bended version of me? Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Or we could just be wiped out of existence just like that. Oh shit! No!